Hey folks, how's it going? Dr. Spin. In my quest to find my favorite albums from 2021, I've been doing these weekly eliminations and then sharing them out with you. So at the end of this video, you'll see selections from each of these artists, listen to them both and see what you think, see if I'm on the right track with this stuff. So for today, I'm looking at Caroline Eyck and Eversines' album, Waves LP, versus The Knife's Shaking the Habitual. Gothic style synth pop, very rhythmic, very melodic. Lots of really, really great songwriting on this album. When this album shines, it shines really, really brightly. Let's take that in comparison to Caroline Eyck and Eversines' album, The Waves LP. This album is entirely made on the theremin by thereminist Caroline Eyck, and Eversines is as a DJ, and they collaborated on this album using sounds that she was making along with Ableton to make loops and all sorts of very interesting textures. So this is a little bit tricky because both these albums are, I guess you could technically say, electronic albums, electronica, but very different iterations of electronica. So when you have something that's so diverse as this, you have to kind of look at each album and think, is it doing what it's trying to do well? And I think that for sure both these albums are doing what they're trying to do extremely well. They're both very adventurous in their own way. So in my attempt to try to figure out how to navigate the qualities of these two albums, I took a different path. So instead of looking at the best songs of the album and comparing them, because I was running into a dead end, I actually found what I thought were the weakest songs in each album and compared them side to side. On the Knife, that happens to be a song called Fracking Fluid Injection, which is basically a 9-minute sound experiment in which it sounds like the lead singer is kind of just yelling into an echoplex over and over again. Not against noise experiments, especially like electronica, but this just goes on for a really long time and doesn't really go anywhere. The most kind of strident song on the Waves LP is a tune called Dots. And this one starts off with these really angular atonal melodies that jump around a lot, so it's a little bit hard to grab onto. But over the course of the song's runtime, it evolves into something way, way more than just what the introduction was like. It goes somewhere. So in comparison, like the two songs I think that are kind of the weakest ones in each album, Caroline Eyck's is way, way more advanced. It has a lot more thought put into it than the weakest song on The Knife. So because of that distinction, basically, I decided to go ahead and go with the Waves LP. So Caroline Eyck and Eversines advance to the next round, and we'll be seeing them coming up in the next couple of weeks. So agree, disagree, sound off below and you let me know. And if you want to know when the rest of these videos are happening, please like, subscribe, and share it out with your friends. And until I see you next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.